this kind of goes with what Lisa just said.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is I've got my website established
Mm-hmm.
and my name kind of out there, and I'm with a couple of galleries.
Mm-hmm.
So my concern is that if I go with another entity, which I think is the best idea,
Okay.
so I'd have both.
Mm-hmm.
Will, in your experience, have the galleries dropped people? Because that's my biggest concern. If I start to sell product on your website,
Mm-hmm.
does that sort of devalue all my originals in the galleries?
No, it
Um,
doesn't. It doesn't devalue the work in the slightest. That's not your issue. Your issue is, does it upset the gallery to the extent that they're like, Shannon, you either stop that or you're out of here, right? That's the question. And the good news is everyone. This is another one of those things where, like, everyone starts doing the Chicken Little situation, right? I'm not accusing you. I'm saying I would do it. The Chicken Little, before you even get into it, the sky is falling. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. So one, some galleries will, yes, they will get upset. Okay. And we've seen everything. It's like kind of a case by case basis. Like, if you have one gallery that's selling 50, 60, 70, $80,000 worth of your art, 150,000 is just a significant amount of income and revenue. What you do is you say, awesome. I just want to do some additional marketing. Okay. And I want to build up a brand of my own. So whatever our split is, I'll keep the same split going for online. No problem. And then just keep going, right? It'll mollify almost instantaneously. Then you have all of these situations where it's like you have a couple of different galleries, right? And some that are doing this and some that are doing that. And some that are doing bigger pieces or higher volume and some lower volume. And it's like, how do you placate all of those? It's like, guys, I'm an artist. We're in the middle of COVID. Your gallery is closed. My income is dropping. I need to be able to sell on my own, right? We actually have an article. April will put it in the chat, but we'll also email it to you after the fact that talks about specifically some of the different scenarios and how you negotiate on all of it, and so how you can go about it. But the terrifying thing is, like, I believe that the gallery model is forever crushed. It's not ever going to come back in any capacity or way that it was before for a number of different reasons. One, there's too many of them, they're going to be out of business. Two, the ones that do stay, which there'll still be plenty that stay, are now going to have twice as much leverage as they had before because the pool of artists is going to be so much bigger. And so if they have someone in their gallery that's not selling well, they're going to be like, hit the road. I got someone else to do it, right? Or if they come back to you and they're going to be like, Shannon, we really want to keep you. But here's the deal. There's so many artists now because of all the galleries that are closed. We want to move from the 50-50 to the 60-40. I'm sorry. Right. So, those situations might pop up too. You know, Everyone thinks that Art Storefronts is anti-gallery. We're not anti any revenue source that is paying you money, right? Like, if there's something that's working, it's a revenue source, fantastic. But never can you have any of those outside revenue sources in lieu of building your own business where you control the rules, right? Your website, your traffic, your social following, your email list, your ability to market to your collectors in perpetuity. So that's what I would say. I think you can take it on a case by case basis. Just as a follow up, your name's out there, your art's out there, which is awesome. But do you have any website at all? Any home on the web?
do I have any what? Sorry, on
Like
the
a
web?
home on the web? Do you have your own website now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've got a
Okay.
decent website,
Okay.
but am I selling? Like, I just started e-commerce or commerce on it,
Mm-hmm.
but will I sell off the website? Probably not. I find that's where the galleries come in. I sell
Yeah.
from them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and word of mouth. Word of mouth is a big one. My
Always.
Instagram is a big one, but yeah. So as far as this goes, that was my main concern. What I would like to use the opportunities that you guys have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, for example, I don't know if I would do it, but throw pillows, that might, my work might look good. Mugs and stuff, no, but
Yeah.
that's where I'm like, will it diminish the value from the gallery's point of view? Um,
Yeah.
and I was interested in
It
what you
definitely doesn't. It definitely
yeah,
doesn't.
back up to one thing that you did say. Did I hear you say that you could, that do some artists actually make a deal with them that 50% of
Mm-hmm.
their online
Yeah. Yeah.
sales?
Straight up. Straight up. Not. I mean, let's just put it all on the table. How much are you selling a year? You don't have to tell me exact, but pretty decent clip.
Yeah, decent, but could be better.
What could be better?
Under
Of course. Okay, under 100, fine. Like, yes, some artists, if they are in a relationship where the income is significant, and, like, let's just be honest, I talk to thousands of artists. If you're above like the 65, that puts you in the 90th percentile, puts you like the 97th percentile. In all honesty, not kidding.
okay,
So
no.
if you are in a scenario where it's like, wait a minute, I have a pretty sweet deal here. the last thing that I want to do is piss these people off, right? So you just
Yeah.
want to make an awesome relationship even more awesome. Be like, look, I have the passion to do this. I am willing to maintain the 50-50 split, even it's my marketing and I'm bringing the buyers to the table, and you just keep that person happy. But what you're doing is you're shifting the balance of power, because yes, you're keeping them happy at the 50-50 split, let's just say, but you're gathering email subscribers and you're gathering customers that you have their transaction data and they know where to find you on the web. And guess what? They don't want to just talk to the gallery. Who would they rather talk to? They'd rather talk to you, right?
Right.
And it's easy to make the relationship adversarial, and I don't think you have to. Like, if you've got a really good relationship with this gallery, just go right in and be like, here's my plan. I love the relationship that we have. I love the work that you do. I'm willing to do a 50-50 split, right? And keep it going. But what you're saying is, but I'm also not putting all my eggs in one basket, because what if you decide to quit tomorrow and then it's pandemic times 2 because I have no one to market to. I have no email list, right? Like, I'm not able to generate my own sales. Like, it's just a hedge. It's a hedge against putting all your eggs in one basket, which I don't want you to do. And in terms of the merch, man, I've had my head spinned around it. I thought it was snob. I was early on. I was like, this stuff sucks. This is so stupid, right? Like, a lot of it is so low margin. You have to move so many X dollars amount of it. And I just completely come around on it. And one, I used that quote early on with the Rolling Stones guy. He's so true. It's like, some of the biggest companies in the world have merch, right? And not only can you sell it and have a good time selling it, not only does it completely expand out your customer base, because, I mean, let's be honest, what do your originals start at? They're not cheap, are they?
No.
No. So there's a whole group of buyers, right? I always do like the bell curve thing, but I might as well do it. Everyone's, I got my chopstick here. Everyone's attention period is a bell curve, okay? And the bell curve starts down here with the lower class people that don't have any money and socioeconomic status. I'm not saying they're, trashy people. Socioeconomic status, and they're still valuable because they like and they comment and they share and they know people that have money. And then it goes lower middle class, upper middle class, upper class, right? Everyone's followers are on that bell curve, period, full stop. And so a lot of times what people will do is, one, they'll just say, I'm only going to market to these high net worth people here, right? I'm going to ignore the whole rest of the bell curve. And then they also ignore it from a pricing standpoint. If I come to your store, Shannon, and the cheapest item in your store is $1,000 or $1,500, do you know how many customers you're alienating there? A significant amount, right? You have to have some of these lower price point items to be able to get them in the game. A rule, hard and fast in business, especially in e-commerce, that the easiest customer to get is the one that you already have, right? And so everyone tends to say, like, oh, they bought $80 worth of throw pillows, or like $125 of tote bags, or whatever the thing is. Well, guess what? 3 years from now, that person's going to get a bigger house. Who are they going to come to for art? If you have their email address, you have their contact information, and you're now marketing to them for the last 3.5 years, you stand a much better chance of getting that sale later. So, one, it's really, really hard to get attention in today's day and age. 2, having the price point variability. So you're down there in the low all the way up to the really high. 3, the easiest customer to get. 4, those people will continue to refer. And then 5, it's really effective for marketing, right? Like, it's send somebody a nice note on a gift card, right? Like, these gift cards cost you $4.50. Like, you have the ability to do that. Like, hey guys, it's Friday. I'm unveiling my newest piece. Crack a thing of wine open and go, oh, by the way, let's have some fun. Pull out a throw pillow and give one away for the funniest comment, right? Like, it gives you ammo. It gives you ammo to advertise on. And what I've seen is, what really spun me around was, we have the guy that I showed in the video, like, he sold like a lot of those Santa Claus pillows, like a lot, right? And he painted a Santa Claus. Guy's never painted a Santa Claus before in his life. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, this is an awesome Christmas gift. Not Christmas gift, but like a Christmas decor thing. I can buy it and bring it out once a year. I mean, I almost got one after I thought about it. I was like, that's totally cool, right? Like, so the more revenue opportunities you have as a business owner, the more the business grows, right? And like, maybe you hit a home run every once in a while, and it's like, wait a minute, I dropped an extra $14,000-$15,000 to the business this year on throw pillows. Okay, how many more of those things can I get? And so I think, we look at ourselves as a business going, how many more things can we find for these people to sell? They are just creators. And if they have something that they can put it on that gives them the ability to monetize their talent, why wouldn't we want to do that, right? And so we're going to just keep adding and adding and adding. We're doing the photo books, and we just dropped puzzles. And we are looking to do, what other interesting things are going to do? We're going to do the decals, the wall decals. I mean, I want to have all of it. Like you should have the ability to have all of it and like turn it on at any point in time. Use it internally for your own marketing, all the way up to like the big thing, right? And like have a sale. Buy today, and not only will you get such and such, but I'll also throw in a free tote bag, right, or a free iPhone case or whatever. Like you can do that kind of fun stuff. It's just a way for creators to monetize their talent at the end of the day.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I
Okay.
think.
Well, thank you. I don't want to take anyone else's time up, but I got lots more questions, but I'll look on the videos.
Yeah. We've got a ton. Your Zoom background game is strong though. Where are you right now? Are you at home or are you in a gallery?
Right now I'm at home in my studio.
Yeah, it looks good though. That's a good Zoom
Oh,
background.
yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah.
That was an accident because it's so small in here. It's,
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Yep. You got to make sure the Zoom game is on point these days. But yeah,
Yeah.
we can definitely help you. Don't worry about the thing, and we'll email you the. I mean, say don't worry about the gallery owner. Just contemplate how to approach it.
Cool.
But
Thank you.
I love that question, and I love that concept because I just, especially like whether it's the online galleries or whether it's the local galleries, awesome, they bring you buyers, but to try and make a long-term sustainable profitable business where you don't retain the ability to market to your customers, not easy. That's like going into a fight with one arm tied behind your back. Like you have to have the ability to market to your customers going forward. And I use the Weiland example. Do I have that book on the desk still? Do I have it? I've got Big Red Barn, but I don't have Weiland's book. I don't know where it is. Anyway, Weiland, who's supposedly the biggest selling American-based artist in the world right now, it's not even close. Apparently, I mean, who actually knows? But he talks at length about how important collectors are, right? And a collector definition by him is someone that will be with you for life and buy 7+ pieces over the course of their life, right? And your business keeps growing and your prices keep going up and the collectors just go along for the ride. And sometimes they buy significantly more than that. And I see that now with customers that have been on board for like 4 and 5 years, and year in, year out, I see their business keep growing, and the same collectors just keep buying and buying and buying, right? And it's almost like you have a built-in guaranteed revenue source that goes along with you. And I don't know what it is about like the collector. These people just like gravitate towards a particular artist, and it's almost like an addiction. It's almost like an unhealthy relationship because they're like, I have to buy something no matter what. And you look at an artist who's been at it for 5 years, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's got 12 collectors now, right? And some of them have bought 20+ pieces from him. So extrapolate that out, and like you're adding a couple more collectors a year. You're adding a couple more collectors a year. Next thing you know, your pieces are $20,000 a piece, and you have a show where you created a bunch of stuff, and you email all the collectors first, and you're like, hey, here's the first crack at it, and then you go and have the show, and 70% of the pieces have the little dots on them because your collectors bought them all, right? Like when you're relying on the gallery to do that, that's just not a possibility. So, yeah, that's what I would say. What's up, YouTube? Thanks for checking out the Q&A. What if you have your own question? First, you can leave me a comment below on this YouTube video. I see them. I will respond. Number 2, definitely encourage you to subscribe. It's very easy to do. There's some fancy motion graphics going across the screen now. But there's a subscribe button. There's a bell button. You'll know when we're live. You can come on and say, Patrick, I have a question, even from your YouTube app, which is super handy. And then the third is 3 times weekly, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, free Zoom calls. We call them the Art Business Workshops. There's going to be a link directly below me in this description. You can sign up. They're free. You can come answer your question, which I'm sure will be awesome. And I will do my measure best to make sure my advice is slightly better than marginal. No, but in all seriousness, I'll take a crack at answering it. Thanks for checking out this video.